Welcome. Mass made facile, fun, accessible, simple, and easy. Today we'll be talking about how to achieve or steps to take in achieving our stated objectives or learning outcomes in whichever subjects. Though I am majoring on maths, and today maths is going to be on upper primary. We'll be talking of how to take up upper primary education. Now, these are the steps you have to take. First of all, you must have a conducive environment. You must have a conducive environment that is void of what distraction. You can't be teaching a child mathematics and then you on his or her favorite what cartoon, movie or game. You can't be teaching a child and then you allow him or her to be exposed to whatever that. No, whatever you want to do, make sure that the first thing is what the environment must what be conducive. Why did I use environment? Because you may be teaching at home or you may be teaching in the school. If it's in the school, the classroom must be conducive. It's within the home must be conducive. Secondly, you have to talk on what focus on your students. You must get to know where they are coming from. What have they known? Learning is from known to unknown. You don't teach an abstract. You don't build on abstract. No, you build from what they've known in order to make sure that you are stepping higher. You should not, if you teach them less than what they've known, it's going to be bold. And if you teach them above their capacity, what they've not known at all, and there's no correlation between what they've known and what you are teaching, is also going to be what both. So when you want to teach a child, know what he or she has known, and then you build from there. Know also their memory capacity. That's the attention assimilation. How can they take? When you are teaching children and then fatigue is coming on, you should be able to know that yes, you have to get a break. A break also, you can also put what a question to relieve. That is how. So you should know also when the assimilation is going down, where their comprehension is dwindling. So you also have focus on your students. Next, also you have to be what master your content. This is very, very important. Mastering of content. You are the one that's going to teach. They're not the one going to teach you. By the time you make mistakes 2 or 3 times and the children corrected you, they are going to feel like you don't know. They are better than you. So master, if possible, you have to do what? Overread, overstudy. Go it over and over before you come to project your teaching. So master or mastering of content is so much important because it's what is going to make you the ruler of the teaching. It's going to make you what? The one that is in giving instruction, the master of your class. So you have to master also your content. You also need to do what? Focus on your dressing. Some make think it's not, it doesn't make, but your dressing can cause distraction. For example, I'm teaching now. Let me do like this now. And I'm teaching children. What am I teaching? Am I mask? You can't mask. You can't. Someone on mask cannot teach children. So if you want to teach children, you must dress properly. You must dress properly so that they will not have your presence will what will gladdens their heart, not to create fear, not to what bring in thoughts that may not help in what you want to do. So in order to be what to be friendly, to flow with them, dress properly to them. Secondly, you have to do what? You have to use different methodologies. You can't be teaching one thing, one method, talk or chalk lecture method. You can't continue with that one. What you do, talk and chalk method is even outgone. These days depends on where they are. Some are even using interactive board. But if you don't have the interactive board, you must make it use. There are times for a teacher. This lecture method is mostly that teacher centered. But these days, what we are looking at is learner centered. It is the children that are going to change. You know that there's no learning if there's no difference in behavior. For someone to come and say he has learned, that means what he has not known before, he has known it, and he'll be able to practice it. So the children, our method is what should be focused on children. So the children are the center, they are epicenter of what, of the learning. They are the pivotal points of the learning. So make sure that whatever you want to do, children will be carried along. Children can even bring out some points that you have to explain, and also you can also allow children to explain some points. As I said, using different methods. We have a chalk and talk, with that which is lecture or teacher center. We have discussion method. Even if it is in whatever, in mass, we still do discussion. There are so many times you say, we are doing shopping. Yes, if we are going to do shopping, where do we go to? Where do we shop? The children will begin, so they begin to discuss among themselves. To shop, you go to market, or you go to shop, you go to store, all those things. And if you want to buy something, what do you use? So those things, and it makes them, the moment they are involved in discussion, you will see what, you will see their the hype in them. They will come up, they will want to be parts. So don't let say only you do the, no, demonstration. Call children to demonstrate. Even if it's writing on the board, call them to write. You only, the teacher, the parent, the caregiver should not be the one talking and writing. Ask pupils, ask the students, ask the person you are teaching, or the learner, oh yeah, do this one and let me see whether you're getting. By the time that is demonstration, the child will be able to do what? Demonstrate. Now you go for discovery method. I have a 2 naira. Somebody gave me how much again? Something. I don't know how much the person gave me, but all of a sudden I open it. What did I get? I'm now having 5 naira. So how much did the person give me? Discovery. Which is what? That means you are going to do what? Minus. You are going to subtract the last money that you are having from the first money you are having. So you have to know how much the person has given to you. That is discovery. You also give them what? Project method. You also use what? Classroom assignment. In this classroom assignment, we have different types. Since it's going to be child-centered or pupil-centered or learner-centered, you have to do what? Give them individual. There's one we call individualism, individual method. That one is you are giving the child one-on-one. Then you give in pairs. You bring someone that is a little bit higher in cognitive to assist the one that is just coming up. Then you pair two. You cannot pair two dull, two same. No, one should be higher to be able to lead. Then you also do in group. You also do group assignments. By the time you bring that group assignment, that child that has not been talking before, you will see am making contribution, because he's learning with his mates, so he may not feel ashamed. And you have also to warn them, there'll be no bullying, there'll be no laughing at anybody. Everybody's learning. Even when you make mistake, you are also learning. Secondly, as a teacher, you ask interesting and engaging questions. Interesting and engaging questions. Questions that children will be able to participate. They will be happy to hear. You cannot begin to ask questions that will make a child. For example, how many wives your father has married before? Some pupils will not be able to open up. So ask them what is necessary, what they want to hear, what you want to make sure that your objective that you have stated, you are following it. Next also is what? In these techniques of what? Teaching, you know, also we have inquiry-based, game-based, student-centered, like pupil-centered or learner-centered. They're all the same. And you also have to be what? Conscious of the time. You've stated time, you have a time. We are not having the whole day to teach a child or the purpose or the group, whether it's in group or what. So know your time and apportion time to each segment of your teaching, so that at the end you would not have wasted time in the introduction, then towards the evaluation no more time to do it, and that's when we see another time. No, portion. If it is three minutes, you said 3 minutes or five minutes. So by the time you have gone round, if there's still enough time, you can come back, than to do what? To rush some important ones while you have wasted time on less important ones, or even if they're important, but you have wasted too much time. So apportion time to each of the segments of your teaching. In teaching we have three: the beginning, the during, and the evaluation, which is the ending time. Last but not the least, you must be what? You must be humorous. In teaching, make pupils laugh. By the time they laugh, that excitement will refresh them, and will make them to engage. Don't come with stiff face, stiff everything. You carry a stick, put for one place. If you have not known it, come, you hit the head. No. When children see anything like game, you've made them to be what? They will be off, because they don't know the answer. They are coming to learn. So, and they make mistake and you beat them. That means what? They will not be encouraged to contribute, because they will think that he will beat me if I said the wrong thing. So please be humorous whenever you are teaching any subject at all, and let the pupils also know that all subjects are interwoven. They are all important. We are learning maths today, but all other subjects are okay. And you cannot learn other subjects without the use of maths. Maths also is important in learning any of the subjects. So for today, if you love what we've done, all I want you to do is to do what? Just share, like, comment, and do what? Subscribe. God bless you until we see again. Bye.